Welcome to Froggity Frog. So let's look at how we create the ribbon crochet stitch. This is a really pretty stitch and very easy to make, but it's a fabulous way of adding extra colour and looks absolutely fantastic once it's done and has everyone guessing as to how you made it. You can make this stitch in any multiple of stitches that you wish. You just need to add 2 for your start and end stitches. So before we start the ribbon stitch, I've just put a stitch marker in the first chain for my hook because I want the turning chain to count as my first single crochet of the row. And then in the third chain for my hook, I'm going to make a single crochet, and then I'm going to make a single crochet in each stitch across. So row 1 of the ribbon stitch is just all single crochet. So this is a single crochet based stitch. Every row is single crochet based, but it does make for a very pretty looking stitch in the end. Okay, so we get to the end of row 1, last single crochet. Now we're going to turn. So going to bring in our second colour, and this is just going to lie behind the first. So I'm just going to leave a nice long tail, and then in the first stitch, so after we turn we chain 1, and then in that first stitch I'm going to be working over the top of this second colour, and I'm just going to make a single crochet, bring up the stitch marker. Okay, and you're going to work all your stitches over the top of this other thread. We're not going to use it in this row other than just having it sat there. Okay, so over the next 2 stitches we're going to make a single crochet 2 together. So start your single crochet but leave the last 2 loops on your hook, and then hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, single crochet 2 together. And then over the next 2 stitches do the same, single crochet 2 together. Okay, so you're not going to see that second colour on this side, but when you turn it over, it's showing through on the back, and that's your ribbon of colour. Don't worry, it's going to look a bit neater once we get going and put it all nice and taut. So you're just going to keep doing single crochet 2 together, making sure that you work over that second colour each time. Get rid of that stitch marker. Okay, and you're going to keep on going until you get to the end of the row. And then in that last stitch of the row, I'm going to make a single crochet. Okay, so we finished row 1 of the single crochet. So now we're going to turn, chain 1. So now we're going to bring in this second colour, and we're just going to hold it behind our first colour. So just leaving kind of a nice long tail in case you pull it more than you should. So now you're going to insert your hook into that first stitch. Make sure you always work over the second colour. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Insert your hook into the next stitch, again making sure you work over that second colour. Yarn over, pull up a loop. You've got 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. So that's a single crochet 2 together. And I'm just going to mark that as the first stitch of the row. So now working into the same stitch that we just finished working into, insert your hook, and pull up a loop, and into the next stitch, insert your hook, pull up a loop. Again, working over the top of that second colour, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. So we're just going to do single crochets 2 together, always working on top of that second colour all the way across. So we start the next stitch in the same stitch that we finished the last one. And we're just going to do that all the way across the row. So we're never going to pick up that second colour. It just sits behind while we make our stitches. Once we get to the end of the row, I'll show you what it looks like on the other side, because the other colour does show on that side. So just all single crochet 2 together, all the way across. Okay. And the last single crochet 2 together, and then make a single crochet into the last stitch, which will be the stitch that you finish your last single crochet 2 together, and that just makes sure that we maintain our stitch count. So from this side, you can't see the other colour at all. If I turn it over, you can see it poking through. So that's our ribbon. That's the ribbon effect we have. Okay, so actually what I meant to do was last 2 loops of that last stitch, drop the first colour, pick up that ribbon and pull through with the ribbon colour and turn chain 1. So now I've dropped the first one and I'm going to turn the ribbon colour into the stitch colour. So I'm going to make a single crochet into that first stitch, mark it with the stitch marker, and then I'm going to make a single crochet in every stitch across. So you can really play around with colours for this, and it can act like a really blended colour change as you go up your rows. Or you could have just kept the green attached and just kept carrying this brownie colour behind. So it's entirely up to you how you play with colours for this stitch. And the single crochet in every stitch across. And that's how you make the ribbon stitch. So to carry on with this stitch, you're going to be repeating rows 2 and 3. So row 2 is always ribbon row, row 3 is the single crochet row. And it's entirely up to you how you play with those colours and have that pretty ribbon stitch poking through. So thank you for watching this stitch tutorial from Froggity Frog Crochet. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be the first to know when a new video is released. And if you want to explore more crochet stitches, then check out my playlist, which should be popping up for you on the screen. I have left and right videos for all my stitch guides, and I have over 100 to choose from. So lots of variety, because the world of crochet stitches is absolutely huge, and there is nothing I love more than trying out a new stitch. I would love to know what you make with this stitch. Please do come and show us over in our Facebook group, Froggity Frogs Ribbons and Stitch. Or just let me know in the comments. I would love to hear about any other stitches you would love to see a tutorial for. So thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time for the next video. Bye for now.